Hello, this is Ready Steady Eddie. In this video, I'm going to try to recreate um, the experience that I had when I was younger of playing this game for the first time. Now, this was around 2006, like when I was about 6 to 7 years old that I started playing this game. I remember that I was a little confused by it at first, like I didn't really know what to think. Especially since I was only 6 years old, I had never seen a game like this before. In fact, I think this was my first ever PlayStation 2 game. You know, it was the PS2 was fairly new back then. Um, anyway, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to recreate my experience when I was younger as best I can, um, right from the start of the game. So here we go. Turning on the PlayStation 2. I'd gotten this new game at the store. You know, my parents got it for me at GameStop. I remember. Man, the PlayStation 2 looks pretty fucking cool. Of course, I didn't say that word probably back then. And I'm so excited. I finally got a Transformers game. For some background, yes, I watch Transformers quite often. I'm a big Transformers fan. Well, here we go. Well, the mini-cons. And you know, to think, it's been almost 10 years, a little more than 10 years since I started this game for the first time. Anyway, I don't really remember what my reaction to this video, but I know I sat there and I probably sat there and watched it first thing. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, look at the quality of this CGI video. I mean, it's amazing for its time. It's like watching a really good movie, like a really good 3D animated movie. Then we got the Transformers game. Transformers. So press the start button. So that's right here. And so, guess I gotta press new game. And I'm gonna go down to a file down there just because, you know. Of course, recruit, veteran, and commander. What does that mean? Again, this is my recreation of the actions that I made back then. So to the best of my knowledge. So that's why I'm asking these questions. I already know it, you know, but I didn't know it back then. That's why I'm just acting right now. What does recruit mean? Well, I guess I should just press recruit, see what happens. Again, I was 6 years old. It was a little bit harder for me to figure stuff out than it is today. on, get him, Optimus.
I would have waited an eternity for this.
No! No, I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this point. I don't know what I thought about this video. But yeah, look at the attention to detail. I mean, it's just amazing. Say whatever you want about the story. I know the story's pretty basic, but I mean, they did the best job at making something really basic, really awesome.
Decepticons, trace that energy wave to its origin. Autobots, we must stop Megatron. Roll out!
So, I remember the first thing I did when I played this game, I didn't play as any other character, I just played as Hotshot. Let's see, which character do I want to play as? I don't know, probably Optimus Prime. He's awesome.
Ready for duty.
Why can't I play as a Decepticon character like I can in the other Transformers game? That was one of the things I was always upset about in this game as a child, that you can't play as like Starscream or something, but you know, now I know. I mean, obviously a game isn't going to do that. I mean, that's just a given. I mean, if you were able to fly in this game for real, then you know, you'd be able to do just about anything, and of course the developers didn't want that. What the hell's in here? And now, I guess just go to this one. Oh, Amazon. Wonder what's here. And of course I watched the CGI video again. Now I get, that looks nothing like the level itself, but in fact the CGI videos are extreme. Look how good quality this is. I mean, it's like a more realistic version of the levels. Anyway. I always thought that part of the video was probably the coolest part, when he pointed that gun at the camera. I don't know why, I just did. I tended to watch these CGI videos like over and over again as a kid too. Well, and finally we get to playing the game. So, how do I move? Okay, I guess it's with this joystick. What do I do? This is the question I was asking back then. Like, I had no fucking idea what the fuck I was supposed to do. Like, absolutely no idea. I was totally lost. And I was like, trying to jump on rocks and shit to try and figure it out or something. And yes, at some point in the game, at some point here, I figured out that this was probably the pathway we were supposed to take. Oh, press select.
Commander, the Decepticons have followed the Minicon signal to Earth. Our mission directive is to locate the Minicons before they do. Megatron has a head start, and his new Decepticon army massively outnumber us. This is a full-scale invasion. Navigate your way to the top of that cliff and survey the area.
Oh, wait.
Will do.
There was one thing I forgot to say. I had no idea how to jump. I was lost. I legit spent like 2 minutes trying to figure out how to jump in this game. Because games usually, like, you'd think the X button would be the jump button, you know what I mean? Or something like that, but, you know, I was 6 years old, so I had no idea. It took me forever to figure out that L1 was the jump button. Like, I'd seen myself jumping somewhat, but I was just kind of pressing random buttons like this, you know, in order to find it. And that ended up happening. And I noticed that the transform button made you jump, so I was like, well, maybe you don't jump in this game. Maybe you just transform. And so I transformed onto this. You know, I figured out how to transform pretty fast. So yeah, I was totally lost. I had no idea what to do. And so I finally figured out how to jump at some point, and then yeah, I was trying to jump on this thing, but I was failing. So what do? Yeah, that's right. I tried jumping and transforming at the same time, and I do this for about 5 minutes until it actually works. Well, so basically, I discovered the jump and transform glitch before I even knew it was a glitch. I was just trying to figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do. For some reason, when I was 6 years old, I didn't conceptualize, oh, there's a road right there, I should probably go that way. No. For some reason, I was trying to go up this way. And finally, after 5 minutes, it worked. And, so yeah, I had no idea what I was doing or what to do. So I got here.
We're picking up enemy activity. It's one of Megatron's new Decepticlone soldiers. Prepare to engage. This will be a good opportunity to adjust your circuits for combat on Earth. Do you copy? Loud and clear.
Well, this is about 10 minutes into the gameplay. I'm not gonna put you through 10 minutes of just me fucking around down there. But basically, I just went and fought this guy. I figured out that you had to use your blaster to shoot far before I fought that guy. Anyway.
Commander, the Decepticlones have located a minicon and are preparing to load it onto that dropship. Recommend you engage the enemy and recover that minicon. Will do.
So yeah, when all this was new, like, this looked amazing. I mean, it was confusing at first because I was only 6 years old. And you know, the ESRB recommended this game for teens. So me playing it as a 6-year-old was a little bit off as far as ESRB. Not that I ever really cared about ESRB. I mean, I know I had a lot of fun driving around. So yeah, I was like, okay, I gotta fight these guys now and then get the minicon, right? So, I get the minicon, and then I get this explanation, as you probably know, about minicons.
You have rescued a minicon. Good work, sir. Every minicon you rescue allows you to access extra functions and use different weapons. Keep your optics open while you're out in the field. Minicons could be anywhere. You can equip new minicons as you rescue them. If you want to modify your minicon loadout, return to Autobot HQ via Warp Gate.
And this minicon was so amazing to me. Like, I mean, it locked onto your enemies. Like watch this. This is pretty cool right here. Like, you don't even have to aim at them right, and it still hits them. It's a more powerful attack. I mean, you probably already know this if you played the game. This is the first minicon that pretty much anybody gets, because it's right there, you know, in your way. Well, so, you know, I was just exploring around. At this point, I had a better idea of what I was doing anyway, so I was like, alright, let's get this guy. So then I saw another one of those warp gates, and I was like, okay, let's get it.
This warp gate appears to be a node in a modified space bridge network. The minicons created it to travel across Earth. Activate warp gates to log your mission progress. You can also use these to return to Autobot HQ, where you can restore your energon and modify your minicon loadout. Do you read me? Check.
Alright, so I knew that I had to cross this bridge next, because, I mean, this is actually pretty hard for a 6-year-old to do, I guess. But watch. I kept falling off the bridge, legit. I kept doing this, you know? Now I can do it just fine. It's easy for me now. But, oh, you wouldn't even know how hard this is for a 6-year-old back in 2006. So, I finally get over the first one. And here I am trying to get over the second one. Oh! Oh, it actually worked. Okay. Well, so now I know I have to jump over this. Sometimes I think I transform to make it easier instead of jumping. Because jumping just felt kind of awkward to me, you know? I mean... And then I remember once I got all the way over here, I jumped and landed in the wrong place, and I was like, oh no, I have to do it all over again. Little did I know back then that there's actually a stone that you can do this on. I didn't actually know that. I mean, most people probably don't know that, or didn't know that on first time playing, but it's just one of those little little tricks that you learn when you play the game a lot. Anyway, so here I go trying it again. This time I do a better job at it and actually succeed. And I don't know exactly what I did. I probably transformed right here or something, I don't know. So then, I got across the bridge, now what?
Sir, we've detected a Minicon signature within that ruined temple. Recommend you enter the structure with caution and rescue it. Decepticons are in close proximity. Do you read me? Will do.
So, I saw that Minicon over there, and so that was the first thing I really eyed. I wanted to go get that Minicon, but then of course there's these enemies in the way, so I gotta kill them, right? I noticed pretty fast that you collect Energon to get health. That was pretty obvious to me. Oh man, but then there were all these enemies here. I was not prepared for this. So like, I didn't get the Minicon. I just ran. Actually, no, I'm serious. I just gave up. Like I was not gonna fuck with that shit. So anyway, I was over here, and there were more enemies. And I was already on like medium health, so I was like, well, this might not be good news. And so I saw this ruined temple. I didn't know exactly what to do here. I saw these enemies, and I shot homing missiles at them to kill them. And so here we are at the temple. I got this warp gate to save my progress. And you know, I think the first time I tried the ruined temple, I died. Yeah, that's right, I died on the ruined temple. So I got the Minicon, though. And then I saw this orange guy. I thought he was really hard to beat for some reason. I just, you know, I was like, there's another kind of enemy that's stronger? Damn it, you know? Those pink ones are annoying enough. And so, of course, I got the Minicon since I saw it. And here I am trying to kill these guys, and I guess they killed me, so I'll just recreate that. Yeah. So, they killed me. And then I tried again. So I killed some of them, though. So anyway, let's do this whole thing again. So now we've only got these guys left. So I used the homing missile and stuff. This time I did a better job and actually killed them all. So now, as you might already know, may or may not, what? Oh yeah, you have to go up here before the dropship starts coming. Okay, so I go up here as normal, and then this dropship appears. Well, here I am trying to go up the temple, and actually I get kind of confused up here because I'm like, what the fuck? Why are all these rocks looking so fucking weird? And so I remember I was like trying to jump over them and stuff to get up here, and like awkward stuff was happening, like what just happened right there. Like, so instead of actually doing it, I was trying to jump over these. Like, usually the path you're supposed to take is you're supposed to go around them, you know? Well, anyway, so I saw the dropship was down there, so here I am, shooting at bad guys that are all the way down there. And so, yeah, I killed that guy. God damn it. This is kind of hard. So I went into the first-person mode, which I, by the way, never do today. I mean, it's just useless. I can already aim anyway. It's not, like, that hard. So anyway, I killed them all. Then I went back up here. Oh, shit. That's what I thought when I sloped. I was like, oh, shit, I'm gonna fall off, aren't I? I thought it was always weird. See? And then you had to be really careful up here. Like, this is a very narrow, tight spot. So, oh, shit. That's what I thought. Oh, fuck. And there are enemies up here. This was hard back then. Well, so I think I got over the first one miraculously, and then the second one. Did I do it the first time? Yeah, I think I did, actually. I think I did. Well, so I had to kill the enemies, obviously, because they were in my way. What? That didn't kill him? Okay, whatever. And then so I have to kill these guys off. And of course...
Commander, I've identified a Decepticon warp signal emanating from the opposite side of the river. It is Cyclonus. You can cross at the top of the waterfall. Recommend you change into vehicle mode to speed up the operation. Do you? Will do.
Well, that was, and then I saw this Datacon. This was the last thing I did that day. And then, of course, Optimus Prime gives us explanation about what a Datacon is.
You have retrieved a Datacon. Good work, sir. We can extract information from every Datacon you find.
So, that's it. That's, after that amount of gameplay that you just saw, I think I either had to go to bed or I had to go or some shit, I don't know. Like, you know how six-year-olds' lives are. So, yeah. I stopped right here, and I had to go, and so I think I quit game. I wouldn't have done anything like committed suicide on purpose back then. I would have just quitted the game. So yeah, that was first time playing for you. I might try to reenact the second time playing later, but let's just let this be all for this video. I hope you liked the me taking you back to the past and all that, and just subscribe to see more videos of this game, including speedruns and glitch videos.